Welcome to the channel, everyone. Today I have a new build that I'm excited to do. I've been waiting for a little while to do this one. A Deej Box, right? Some of you may know a Deej Box is a small box. It's a box that you would hook to your computer that would give you physical audio controls over different audio on your computer. So the use case that a lot of people do, my particular use case is, you might be on your computer, you're playing a game with some friends, maybe listening to music. If anyone has done that, then you know that you always run into an issue of volume leveling, right? Like the people you're talking to are too loud on Discord, or the game is too loud, or you have some music on, but maybe you want it just a little bit in the background kind of thing. And then, it's always a big pain in the butt to have to go through the different audio settings and adjust your sliders and things like that, especially if you bounce between, games and you might be using different apps, and it gets to be a big pain in the butt. What you really want is just to be able to turn a dial right in front of you, in front of your computer, a nice physical dial to do that. So today we will be doing that by building it into a box. So we can see I have a variety of things here. The main thing is it's going to go into this box here. So you do need, that's what I love about this build. You only need a couple things. You need a box. You need some potentiometers or some slides. If you prefer doing slides, I like to have some nice pots. And an Arduino. And this is it. This is all I need. This, some wire, solder it together, throw some software on, and we got a box. So let's get started. Okay, so first thing real quick is to basically build the box, install the pieces. We'll do, this is like a 3-step process, right? We got to physically do the box, drill some holes, put these pieces in, and then once we have that all sort of placed physically where we want it to go, then we have some soldering, some wiring to do, which will be really easy. And then once that's in and we can place everything all in the box, and then we can hook it up to the computer and then just do some quick software setup, and we should be good to go. So you can see here is I did sort of pre-measure, and I just used some Sharpie and I drew some dots on there where I can drill. So I'm going to head outside in a second. I'm going to drill these holes. All right, so I just made the cuts. Did the holes on here? Not too bad. They're not perfectly lined up, but they're pretty close. They're pretty close. So I think that'll work. So let's get these bad boys fitted and see how it looks. Okay. Last one. I think that should be cool. Okay. All right, so like that. So we got this. And I'm going to guess, just look and guess that I'm in the middle, because that's how I roll. Now let's go from the other side. I think it's big enough now. Yeah. Now that we got all that, I think we can get to some wiring. Let's get to some wiring. All right, let's see if this works. I'm just gonna tin all these first. Usually holding my breath there, by the way, if you're wondering. It's all the lead diffuser going in my face. Okie dokie. Let's get the positive going. We gotta do the positive side. Always gotta do the positive side of things. All right, so now we got the positives and the negatives all together. The last thing I gotta do here, if I can get to it, is individual wires need to go to all of these, right? Okay. Solder my solders. Hallelujah. It's a movie that you should watch, not with your kids. Okay. So try to get this guy in. We're so close. Okay. I think I have it all sorted out. Okay. All right, let's get the knobs going on this thing here. All right, look at that. We have a box with knobs. Hey, hey. Okay, so this is what we needed. We'll start here. So you do want to download the IDE. So you want to grab that, the Arduino IDE. So download that, install it, have it ready to go. Come here. You're going to do two things. Download the latest release, but you really just need to grab this config.yaml file and the deej.exe. Okay. The other thing you're going to need to do, first time users, download the Arduino sketch. Okay, so if you click this, this is going to take you to the code. So this is actually the sketch code that you got to put into the Arduino, right? So you can just go in here, do a Control-A, select all the text. So this is a two-process thing, right? You do have to upload the software into the Arduino, and then you have to run software locally on your machine. So what you can do is you can sit here and make sure you select your board. And you notice I saw my COM port there too. It was COM5. So I can select my board and then just select everything, the pre-existing text, default text is there, paste in all the code. The only thing you really have to change are what analog pads that you were using on the Arduino, right? So there's actually 5 here, index with 0. So it's like I only use 4. So these are the 4 that I used, right? So all I have to do at this point, I've already uploaded it, but all I have to do is click this button right here to upload it. It will copy it into the Arduino. Once you do that, the good thing to double check is if you go into Tools and Serial Monitor, click on Serial Monitor. Once you have your board selected, you should get this down at the bottom. So you can see as I adjust my knobs, if I adjust them all to 0, let's say, right, you can see I can adjust this first one all the way up, boom. Second one, third one, fourth one, right? So you can see that it works. So we know we're good there. So we can close that. And then all we have to do then is run the actual, well, take a step back here. You want to make sure you go into the YAML file. And this is where you're going to configure. So I just did these 4 to start with. I'm obviously going to take some time and kind of configure more for my specific system. But the 2 things to note here is to make sure that you do set this up the way you want. Read these instructions. There's some great things on what you can do here. But make sure this does match what you had over in the Arduino IDE, that it does show the correct COM port, right? So I can pull over so you can see. Now you can see if I adjust some of these sliders, just these sliders for now, you can see it does work, right? And that's the Deej Box, right? Pretty cool. So I'll clean mine up a little bit more, but that's the gist of it. So if you guys have any questions or anything like that, put them down in the comments if there's ways that you can see that I can do this better. I do want to circle back to it, like I said, when I get a 3D printer and do just kind of a cooler box. But you can, that's the great thing about this. It's a couple parts. You can put it in a shoebox if you want. Like you can build this thing for like under 20 bucks, which is great. And it's super useful, right? So if you found this video helpful, please go ahead, subscribe to the channel, leave the comments below. I'd love to know what you guys think. Thank you very much for joining me today on The Hobbyist. Let's build something amazing together.